Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Minecraft. We're here in the old Bedrock realm that I've just recently started playing on with my friends. And rather than mess up everything over here, this is just like where we live right now, right? But we're not gonna live here permanently because my friend is doing all this awesome stuff with this island, including putting dirt in the middle of trees. I assume that's an Enderman. But she's got big plans, I'm sure. I mean, like, look at this already, right? Oh my goodness, it's another player. I've never seen another player in Minecraft. Look how fancy they are. They're like made out of fire. Hooray! Jumping around is the universal sign of friendliness, and I need to take a single cherry sapling with me on my journey. Do I have a bed on me? No, we should be traveling with the bed on us. You should always have a bed, because in multiplayer, right, maybe your friends are going to want to go to sleep, and everyone's got to agree. I'm still learning all the etiquettes. Poorly. Hey Chong, how are you? Do I have a boat? No, I can make a boat. Dog! Oh my goodness, what a handsome horse. There's a shooting star. There's a lot of them. Meteor shower. Oh, how fun. How fun. Drowned there with a trident, it looks like. No, that's just his hands in the sky. So I guess we're just gonna go over here. Why don't we always chat together? I don't know. I guess for me, like, because I'm, like, doing this, it would be weird, because, like, I'm such a, such a talker. Maybe if I wasn't streaming, we would. Sometimes we play games and hang out and stuff in The Voice, but everyone on this world is, like, people I actually know. We're all friends. The length of the render distance is up from the mods, so which is awesome, right? You're going across the ocean, and then you see, this. Maybe I could make a tree house here. I like tree houses. Should I make a giant tree house again? Ooh, we got giant spruce land. This is a perfect place for a giant tree house. Or is that... Nope. See, that's the island where we live. I recognize that tower up there. That's where somebody lives. Alright, we gotta go further away. I'm like, that's a good island. Nope, that's where we already spawned. That is much too close indeed. We could do another little island research station. Ocean Research Station number 2. I'm hoping to see, like, a shipwreck or something. Of course, at nighttime it's harder. Oh no! A boat! Someone's been here before. Probably have to go a little away from spawn to find somewhere that people haven't already touched, on account of how they've been here for a little while before I arrived. We just need to find a good place to live, which for me usually involves like hills or cherry trees. There's a house over there. Let's see if this is one of my friends or it is just, at least it looked like a structure. It could just be a village. Village, bunches of spruce trees, not super far from spawn. Am I just going back to spawn again? Have I turned into a... Oh my goodness. So this is the worst day of my life. just keep on going back towards spawn. No sense of direction whatsoever on the water. Of course, the water is the best way to travel in Minecraft. Hey, Medicaman. Because on the water, you don't take food penalties, right? Hey, that was something. Underwater nether portal gold. Oh, don't mind if I do. Block o' gold. Right, and you crouch on the thing. And that's the name of the game. Is there a box around here? Oh no! Oh boy, oh boy. We are getting tridented. We gotta get out of here. Run away! Well, we got a block o' gold. Just make myself an island to live. Yeah, maybe. I was thinking of that. I was like, man, but I don't have Strider right now, right? Or Depth Strider. That's what the name of the ability is. Or underwater breathing. It's like I need to set up a place to get that set up. So surprised I haven't already built an island in the sky. Well, I've only been here a little bit. I do like sky islands, but it's like I don't want to do stuff like that too close to spawn because, you know, people already have their projects and stuff. So I want to go somewhere where people aren't already doing stuff before I do something that's going to change a lot of the landscape and all. But over here, this is just like 1,000 away, and is this a dark forest? I think I see a mushroom shaped tree up there in the distance, but it could just be a trick of the light. Speaking of the light, yeah, because if this is a dark forest, this would be an awesome place to live. But I think the shape of those trees is something. Anyway, we're just gonna keep on zooming. We're actually going to get off of the boat here. I bet we can find some nice exposed iron. As we know, exposed iron is the best kind of iron. Because I bet this is far enough away, and my friends don't have, like, hardcore principles, so they wouldn't be like, oh man, a stony shore, this is great, I'll be able to get iron there. 1 iron block. But no, I'm actually getting all sorts of ideas playing here already. My friends are, like, so cool and so creative and so good at Minecraft. But, it's like, it's more interesting to me to think of, like, building something cool for them to, like, look at here than, like, in my survival world where I just want to plant wheat. Also, playing here will force me to be, like, reasonable, because no one's told me so, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to get, like, 1,000 cows in one field when you're playing, you know, here, so I'm not gonna do that, you know, we're gonna play restrained. A lot of copper, a lot of coal in the early game. The copper is awesome. You know, copper armor is actually entirely decent. Like, would I wear it on hardcore? Yeah, absolutely. It's barely worse. It is barely worse than iron in defense. And the fact that you can get the copper essentially absolutely immediately and then save the iron for stuff like buckets and the pickaxe. I don't know if the copper pickaxe can get gold. I'm not very knowledgeable. Oh man, this weather effect is wonderful. Also, you know, I need to mod my Java because just a little bit of playing with just these graphical improvements and stuff, it's like, it's a whole different game. It's so fun. Alright, more copper. We can just ignore the copper. We don't need to get more copper to carry around for the now. And it's very easily accessible in the event that we desire some later. Should I get a lava bucket? Probably not. But getting a ton of coal is good. Because earlier I had been like, I was doing like bad adventuring, right? Like not nearly enough torches, you know, not nearly enough food. But one of my friends left me a whole bunch of steaks. So now I have these 35 steaks. That'll be enough to get further ahead. And by the way, chickens are made of meat. We'll get some nice flowers. No doubt we would want them. Ah, it's the theme song. No, this one is the other one. This is like dog, right? Or maybe it's not. I never know. Yes, this one's dog. Like, the cat and dog are similar but different. You know, this is just one of the insightful commentaries about existence that you can rely on me for. We don't want to take all these flowers because they're pretty, and if someone were to pass by this way again, they wouldn't get to look at how nice they were. We're going to keep on stabbing chickens. That's just what's hot on the streets today. Everyone's doing their taxes and stabbing chickens with a stick attached to a sword. That's the only way to get chickens. Inventory full? Inventory full. Kill disaster. Alright, we need to get on the water. Nope, we need to go slightly further. I'm like, I bet if we just believe in ourselves, we'll get iron. There we go. There's the iron block we wanted. Because a couple handfuls of iron, now you can make a couple more iron pickaxes. And man, oh man, do you ever go through an iron pickaxe. coal stack is full, which means we just need to, what, eat, like, bread until it's gone? If someone else comes to the stony shore one day, know there used to be iron here, but I took it all. Vini vidi vici ferrum. I don't actually speak Latin. I hope that joke works. It probably doesn't. I mean, I technically was speaking Latin, but in the clumsy way that anybody could when they don't know it. But y'all know I don't speak any other languages, only this one. Yes, my elegant and verbose turn of phrase could only exist in this, the language of my birth, and none of the others. I did, like, okay in foreign languages in school. Like, I got good grades, and I did better than the other people in my classes, but I found them deeply frustrating. I was like, is this what it's like to have to really think about a word before you could find it? Like, because that's not my experience. Not generally, unless I'm trying to be delicate, right? Like, if I'm talking to my mother and I'm trying to choose a word that's, like, not as spicy as the one that comes to mind, it can sometimes take me a long time to get a word. Oh, I already have a boat. Can we unmake the boat? Unmake my boat. No. Yeah. No, I didn't think you were trying to kick me out. I was just like, you know, my original plan was always to strike out eventually. I just wanted to make a little hole in the wall. When I planted the cherry tree, I was like, oh, this is so big, she's gonna immediately notice this cherry tree. But I wanted it so I could find my way back at night. But no, I was just trying to find a place. I wanted a place too to like hang my hat near spawn, because like if you die and you don't have your bed around, because I act very carelessly, I didn't want to like be at spawn and not even have like my little place to retreat to. That's how I did, yeah. I figured, I was like, the little stair steps I have up there, she might ignore those, but the cherry tree, it was like, I was like, because there's one that there's a couple of them, but there's not like a ton. I'm like, she's gonna remember that she didn't plant this one. Don't worry, I'll get rid of it. It's so funny playing Minecraft and like thinking about being considerate, because that's like, I only ever played single player. So, like, it was so funny. I log in, I see the buildings, and my first thought is, oh, I'm gonna break in and take all the stuff. And then I'm like, wait, no, these aren't villagers. These are people. I mean, like, I treat my villagers kind of like people, but they're like people that think I'm a hero and that, like, want to give me stuff, right? They're that kind of people. I don't build an iron farm, as they call it. Iron farm. Monstrous. It was a dark forest. Magnificent. Now we're talking. Because as we know, dark forests are among the coolest of all biomes. They are dangerous to live in. They are quite dangerous to live in. I would not like the most dangerous of overworld biomes, but they're quite dangerous. The reason for this is that due to the light coverage of the trees, you end up with a shadowy place during the daytime even, where you'll often find skeletons and the like just hanging out, waiting to make your day a little bad. But I love them. I like the little interspersed mushrooms. And of course, you can get the coolest things in the game here, the woodland mansions. I don't know if there is one here, but if we run through the forest randomly, there's no telling what we might find, which is, you know, sort of the glory and the promise of Minecraft, right? Especially in a new world. Well, new to me. I'm gonna go over here, there's gonna be like a woodland mansion, everything's gonna be dead. There's gonna be like 2 boats in front of it, I'll be like, oh, it's like that. And here you reach like the cool part of a Black Forest where you have like the canopy that you get to run down, just like gazing off into the distance. It's awesome. There's some mod on here that changes the biomes up some, which it does a great job. You know, there's more verticality, and you know, they're bigger, it seems. So you know, you don't have just like an 8-chunk block of one biome and then it just goes away. Here we have what? This is like a giant oak tree. Obnoxiously tall oak tree. Of course, one funny thing about the Dark Forest is that when you're climbing on top of it, it is quite safe. But if we're doing this, we should just be on the water. On the grounds that we can't really see much from here, although it's still fun to run across the tops of the trees, you know. Very, very magical experience. Geronimo! Hey, Nimtrix. See you later, Layla. This could be an alright place to live. It's like not... It's not striking though, is it? It's merely like, okay. Because all dark forests are pretty good. But it's like... It's not as cool as it could be, right? We could just build it like an arbitrary spot. Like -1k, -1k. Nah, that doesn't make sense either. Alright, so the inventory's too full for us to get any productive value out of fighting monsters. I'm like, what's he doing now? Are they not allergic to rain? I know he's not looking at me. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. I know he's not looking at me. You can come and get some if you want, old guy. I think you got to look him in the eyes, right? Alright, maybe I should have just dug a hole somewhere. But this could be promising. Depending on how large it is. If it's like a part of this huge mass, then that's still okay. A little island with a dark forest on it. Now that could be striking. That could be interesting. But we'll need to just scout around the side of it real quick here and see what's going on with the rest of it. Ideally, there would be like a woodland mansion at the top, and then I could slowly conquer it. Take it over for my own nefarious purposes. Mwahahaha. You know, that kind of thing. This is like a zombie villager get-together. It's very sad. Maybe I should try to preserve them to start a village here. I'm already hitting them with the sword, though. Alright. So there was the notification thing that we were looking for in the top left. And we get to skip the night, which is good. Because now we get to get back to exploring. Is that a pillager tower? It definitely looks like one from super far away. Sometimes I'll physically, like, look downward as if that's going to help me see something better. We got, like, Turtle Beach. Alright, so it is an island. Good. No, don't ruin this. Creepers are the enemy of any good thing. Oh, yeah, they already blew it up. My beautiful water source. Oh my. Okay. Alright, where are my torches? Alright. Good news. That's taken care of. Alright, so. First, we must scout the island. We will carry our torch to keep us safe and brave. Does carrying the torch cause like an object source sliding when you move around? Oh my goodness. Could I have done this the whole time when I'm going through a cave? I am the saddest boy in the world. How did I go through my whole life and not know you could play Minecraft? Alright, so, in conclusion, very good place to live, right? Nice island, you know, commanding view of the bay, that'll let us, you know, protect against interlopers. I assume eventually we'll have problems with interlopers. That's the sort of thing you gotta worry about. Yeah, this is a nice little island. You know, we've already got a nice turtle beach. Little sandbar out there. Very excitable turtles. Alright, I didn't pick up the dirt because I don't have space to pick up the dirt. Still true. There we go. Limtrix, you are putting eldritch materials into the chat. You are trying to control the thoughts of the world, I see. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm about to have the most fun playing Minecraft again. I've just been thinking, you know, I say all the time in my hardcore streams, I'm like, I just want to start in a new world, but you can't do that if you don't die. But you can. Alright, we're just gonna put the cherry tree here, and that'll let people know that this is where you go to fight the drowned. Very brave. Alright. So first things first. What's the first thing you have to do? You have to make yourself a little hole in the wall. There's no place like home. Alright, so first things first. If we're gonna live here, we have to go get our dog. Okay, so does the compass point towards the bed or not? Long trip? Yeah, but you know, the longer you wait, it's not that long. We've got like a place to go to. We should drop some of this stuff off in a box first though. First things first, get the dog. Oh, it occurs to me now, like, zombies drop copper. They always have, but now copper's actually useful. More planks? No. But honestly, taking a long trip in Minecraft is kind of the most fun I can have. I love adventuring. I say it sometimes in hardcore, but like, man, I had forgotten how much fun it is to play the game. Because like once you can fly, right? Once you can fly, then you never have to go on over the ground again. But like, that's like such a good part of the game. It is. It's awesome. Like going on a boat, traveling on foot through a forest, it's like I compressed that out of my experience, which was a mistake. No more flying. We're just gonna get a couple furnaces cooking here so that when we arrive back again, we'll have, you know, the iron of our dreams. We should plant some pumpkins. Do we have any wheat seeds? We don't. We're gonna need some of them too. Yes, plant pumpkins by holding it in our hand. No, you turn it into seeds, you fool! This is not an ideal place for planting pumpkins. No, it is not. It'll be okay. Alright. I was gonna say let's get the show on the road, but let us not yet get the show on the road. Let us instead plant some lilacs by the door. How dare you, sir? In the middle of my gardening. An outrage. A scandal. You know, I don't want to be too critical, but I'm wondering if that zombie mother did as good of a job as she could have done raising that zombie. I'm sure she loved it when he was just a little guy riding around. Sure. Oh! My man coming in with a steel chair. Give me your trident, sir. Did I get it? I did not. I like how it's got like a funny little spring sound. You don't really get hurt a lot by the explosion in water. I don't know enough about science to tell you if that's true. But I do know abstractly in the movies, if you set off an explosion underwater, it doesn't just like not hurt stuff that's around it, you know, like the bomb still goes off underwater. But I'm not an expert. Don't take my word for it. Am I trying to build wheat farm again? No, I don't think so. No, I don't even know. I'm gonna have to ask my friends like what the etiquette is, or like, cause like I don't even like. Are you even supposed to do 200,000 of a thing in a world that you share with other people? Cause like people have told me like, you know, whenever they see my field, the field of 1,000 cows, they're like, man, you couldn't do that where I play. You know, like you would get in trouble with the server or whatever. So like maybe, you know, like maybe the large scale nonsense I do is not feasible. But no, because I mean, I still have my wheat farm, but oh, you know, I did notice whenever we logged in here that my old world, right? I never deleted it or anything. The world of wheat, Pax Minecrafta, which is like I started that world on Bedrock, right? And then I converted it to Java, if you don't know the old story. And so it's like I don't like we hadn't really planted like any wheat at all then. So we could totally like go back and see that world before I had even, you know, and I mean, of course it exists online, like in a video, but the idea that I could just like walk around on it, which I could do right now, I guess, if I wanted. Like, maybe this would be a better place to live. It's much closer. Not too close. Shipwreck? Shipwreck. Nope, those are sugar canes. It totally fooled me. It looked like the masts of the ship. Oh, because those are 4 tall. I think they were. Anyway, taller than I expected. Because if we wanted, we could just like live like over here. It's not that hard to turn something into a dark forest. And this would be much closer to spawn, right? This is just like 500 blocks away. Yeah. We gotta get the dog either way. Yeah, because from right here, this is the limit of sight, right? That's where the village sightline will be. So if we build something here, it could like, you know, we could interfere with the sight from the village. We don't want to do that. We want to be further away than all that. Because like I like to build like floating islands and stuff, and that'll be just like a fixture in the sky. We don't want to be that invasive. I guess we could, if we built like here, then it would be all right, perhaps. Oh, they're sleeping in a bed. We should do that. Oh no, I left my bed. I don't have another pet. A llama? He's supposed to be dead! Alright, so... It's like, do we want to bring any of this stuff? I mean, we don't need to, not really. Come on, dog. Let's go for a walk and then a boat ride. Oh, I shouldn't have said that first part. That'll upset the actual dog in the room. Yes. You see, normally if you want to talk about that kind of thing, you gotta use a code word, like his constitutional. He doesn't know that it's good for his constitution, so he doesn't know that that's what's going on. No. Unfortunately, the dog cannot go constitutionally anymore because he is old and he gets too excited. He pulls at the leash and hurts himself. It's very sad. That, oh my... I want the record to state that I am not responsible for this evil dog. Look, he killed all the sheep. Brutal stuff. The real dog's name is Wally, or Sir William Wallace. He's a good dog. He saw me. He heard me say his name, and he's like, "What, me?" Dog. I left the boat. I left the boat. Yeah, come on, buddy. Come on, zoom over here, buddy. Yeah, alright. Ready to roll out. I still didn't bring a bed. Hopefully we'll get back in enough time. Yeah. Look, we all know that I hate sheep, right? None of you know why. And if you do know, you have to keep it to yourself, because that means I know you in real life. We're saving the sheep story for my 10 million subscriber special. And you might be thinking, that's never going to happen. Well, you'll have to never know why I hate sheep, but I do, and I basically always have. I don't hate, like, Minecraft sheep, but I do hate actual sheep. And so, you know, Minecraft sheep do remind me of actual sheep. Hey, babe. But yes, ocean adventure indeed. Say you like the music I've played? It is Minecraft music. This one is called Tears. This one's from one of the more recent updates. But yeah, I just have I have the full Minecraft soundtrack and then I have it on shuffle. Or not the full soundtrack. There's a couple songs I listen to on my hardcore world, like at the end of a thing, Creator, Other Side, things that are like, to me, I'm ending the video songs, so like I don't have them on this playlist, but all the other ones. But yeah, this one, I believe it was done by a person called Amos Reddy, if memory serves. I'm like, yeah, my MP3 is stripped of the data. I did have it in a playlist, but then it, like, on YouTube, but then it kept getting all wonky, and so I was like, you know what, I will just find a soundtrack. Because in-game, right, they want you to, like, listen to the same song. Like, you're in the Nether, okay, listen to the Nether song. That's not what I want. And here's my island. It's a pretty big island, but it's not too gaudy, right? I know it's mine because we're kind of close to where I remember it being at. And then we'll just go around to the other side where we've got our cherry tree growing. And once it grows, we'll probably knock it down and get more cherry trees, and so on and so on. And from there, we're gonna, get into an adventure, I guess. Well, first we're gonna need some wheat seeds. Not to plant the whole world of wheat, just some of it. I was like, what is that? Oh, it's the trident still stuck there. Yes, come on, buddy. Huzzah! Just wheat number 2. No, that would be funny. Like, now that I've planted the most wheat ever in a solo world, which, no, I don't believe yet. I'm not claiming it. I'm not claiming it yet. I'm not claiming it yet. It might be true, but I'm not claiming it yet. Where'd the dog go? Come back in here, dog. Where did the dog go? Oh. He's just doing his thing. Alright. It's kind of far away from us, but that is okay. Because the other thing is, like, to teleport to spawn, the one reason why I wanted to have, like, a kind of place to spawn, right, is so if you're far away, right, you can put all your stuff in, like, a box and then die and break your bed, and then you end up at spawn again, which is a fast way to travel. But it works both ways. Dog. Alright, so alright, first things first. We need more stuff, right? First of all, we're gonna need some wood. But even before that, we're gonna need to get this dog into a safe spot. Oh, this is going to be the greatest world. My friends are all so cool. They're all better at Minecraft than me, so I'll be able to piggyback off of all of their good ideas. And go and walk around in their places. Pretend I had anything to do with it. But first, I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Oh. Right, there's an ocean under here. Alright, this is a bad place for a hole for that reason. Oh, no. Oh, it really goes down there, doesn't it? Well. Don't know why I thought it would be smart to dig in an island. Okay. We could dig somewhere else, but where? And yes, the torch does light up around us. Man, how did I play so long without knowing that? Ah. Well, best laid plans and all that. So ideally, we would mine not by digging down, but by finding a place that went down. We don't have to live right here, right? We just want to live on this island. Oh, my sword. That dude's got a magic bow. You can tell by the way it is. Ha! Boom! Got him with the old reverse Uno, and we did not get the magic bow, but we could have done, and that made it worth it. It's like, alright, so we can do this, or we can go to one of the mines that already exist that we know about, being the places underneath spawn. But having our own eventually is necessary, right? We want to have our own hole to dig in. Starting the hole here in the middle, not ideal, but that doesn't mean we can't find some place that's good for it. Do 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 do. No, 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 no. Okay, there we go. Got stuck in an area with a lip over us. Almost a fatal mistake. Fortunately, our copper and iron armor protected us well. You're not gonna kill me! He's really thinking about it. No, he got me again! After a long standoff, we defeat the foe. Glorious. there's two choices, right? We can dig down, or we can try to find a chasm, preferably with water holes at the bottom. Alright, why am I acting like I don't remember how to play this game? I merely need a door. Just need doors. Come on. Magma. Breathing. You just need a door. I figured that out long ago. Nah, I don't want to brag about it or nothing. I was in a shipwreck, right? And I was like, man, I'm here, and then I stood in the middle of a doorway, and then, wow, okay. I'm like, what's even going on with the camera? Getting our first dark oak wood. It's the best wood in the game, everybody knows that. Bedrock doors don't do that? Oh, well, I did not know that. I thought you could breathe in a door in Bedrock. I would have sworn that I figured that out before I swapped the world over, but I don't really remember. It was so long ago. Well, we can try it right here. Oh, right. You know you're right. They don't do anything. Must have just been in Java. Well, maybe that's why I didn't figure it out in Bedrock. Man, that stinks. How does one ever even go underwater without doors? Oh, man. Ooh. I have a lot of plans I can't do anymore. Why don't they let you breathe? Doesn't make sense. Alright, so not doors. Good call. Well, maybe digging in the island is the solution then. It's like, yes, I see you. Yes, you're very smart. However, I don't have any torches on my hotbar, so I have to go over here and get them. Oh, I do have torches. I just don't recognize them because they're special looking. You know, the vast majority of the difficulty I'm having is just playing Bedrock. If I knew how to play Minecraft, I wouldn't be having such a tough time in this world. But man, is it ever so different, right? Not having an offhand is just awful. The shield doesn't work right. It's okay. I can't imagine playing hardcore without a functioning shield. I mean, you guys know I don't use one anymore, but you have to use one when you start. Ah, hello, bat. Whoops. Normally I do these 2 panels deep whenever I'm doing stuff, but like I gotta... be more restrictive here, because I don't know if we're going to run into water, right? Once we get it, if this is like the mine shaft that leads to our mine proper, right, then we'll, you know, we'll eventually put stairs in and all the things that a gentleman would have. Whoops. Hey, we got to granite. That's promising. Oh, and clay. That is either good or bad. We might be in a lush cave. Is that clay or is it gravel? I can't even F3. I don't know what it is. It's either clay or gravel. It is clay. Alright. So that could be a lush cave. Or it could be nothing. But that's good. We actually need a whole lot of clay, which I think you're supposed to use a shovel to get. But, oh, what have I done? Carrying too much junk like always. No, not the... What? Oh, that's where the planks are. You know, it's frustrating. Can I just... Okay. This one on the right lets me see all the stuff without them being categorized. Much better. Alright, so... crafting table, blah, blah, blah. We need to leave here right now and go get a bed, because we can't go around without a bed. Alright, we need to leave right now before we go any further down. After we pick up this stuff and put it into the box. Or actually, you know, we could just get a bunch of clay before we go. But we need a shovel, and the shovels are all broken. We can make them out of stone. Because we need bricks, right? And mud bricks are a great aesthetic too. What are we doing here? That's right. Those are my stakes. Every time I get too full of an inventory, I just start doing very dumb stuff due to nervousness. I wish I could just select things to be like, throw this away first. If I ever get a full inventory, throw away the string, you know? Don't pick up rotten flesh ever. That's what I wish. There's probably a mod for that. Every time I've imagined something in Minecraft to make my life better, there's already a mod for it. There are no original ideas, and if there are, I don't have them. Oh my god. So, you know, you have to place the stairs looking at the bottom block, because if you do it at the other block, then it doesn't work. That doesn't work either. And they call it a mine. A mine! Alright, back to the house to get the stuff cooking. Like, this is so much worse than being able to use his shield properly. Like, what's the right click even for? Aug. I got a bow! That's nice. Like, did I take my crafting table? I must have done. Can I make another one? I cannot. Time to go punch some wood about it. That is a witch. That is a witch we need to run right now. Alright, I don't think they saw me. Alright. Let there be light. get some dirt. Easy enough to just get some. Nothing to till the earth with. Outrageous. Iron for hoe? No way. That's too valuable. Look, I'm a big proponent of using stone tools until you can get regenerating diamond tools. I don't believe in using iron for anything. Just a pickaxe, because you have to. We'll need, like, way more bricks than that, of course. Just so many bricks. You gotta have all the bricks. Alright, what else do we need to do? We needed to bring a bed, because we don't have another one. You gotta have a bed wherever you're going. You know, now I think we can make another one, because I think I had one wool in there. No, I did not. It's probably in the other box. Alright, first things first. There's a couple places where we bonk our head and get slowed down a little bit. Obviously and clearly unacceptable. Like all of those places. I used all my torches. And now I don't have any coal. Well, maybe I'll find some more before I have to have it to light up where we're at. Well, 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 if it isn't the consequences of my own actions, this is... Irresponsible Minecraft playing. Alright, we gotta get some coal. There's bound to be some somewhere. Yeah. I was like, and there was some here that I didn't get. You always want to leave a little bit of coal in the ground, you know, to protect yourself from bad choices. And you might be like, I don't have to protect myself from bad Minecraft choices. Well, la-dee-da. La-dee-da. I do. I am a very careless player. That's why I play hardcore. Not right now, but you know why I do. If you have Silk Touch, you can get clay in blocks rather than gunning it down, which is like, it nets you. So like, you know, a block of clay gives you 4 clay bits, but, you know, so you lose, you know, 5/9 of the clay. 5/9 sounds like an annoying way to say a fraction, but it is the best way to say it, so there you go. But we need plenty of clay. Moss? I think we found a lush cave. I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe it's just grass. But I think we found the lush cave. And can I just say, if indeed there's a lush cave underneath the island that I just picked, I did not see a tree for it, so that is charmed indeed. Lush caves are my favorite, after all. And if there's a lush cave there, there will be plenty of opportunities for more. It is a moss block. And you know what that means. That means comfort. Because, of course, a lush cave is not just a place to mine, it's also a source of great beauty and wonder. It is a source of lots of freestanding raw gold. It is a source of beautiful axolotls to cheer you up. You get spore flowers. You get hanging glowberries. And here we find a lush cave which is over some water. Not as cool as it could be, but who knows what it'll open up into. We've got iron we can see. There's treasures, treasures to be found for sure. I didn't bring a water bucket. We need a water bucket. We need a bucket of water so that we can freely climb up. Fortunately, the stairs are mostly functional. And actually, we'll go ahead and roll on home here first. I left my boat over on this side, I think. Yes. We're doing like the American crawl with the stake in our hand. That's very America indeed. I feel very America about that. I'm like, yeah, I'll go swimming. I'm gonna carry the stake though. America. Sometimes at work we'll just sing that song from Team America World Police at work, whenever we're feeling very America. We need drastically more of these, or to make more boxes. Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes full of stuff. Fishing rod? I guess you could do that. I mean, we're not going to, but I guess you could. We need to make another box, but how? We don't have any more wood, do we? No, because we perpetually are always using it. Is anyone else in the world? No. Then I have the freedom to sleep through the night. Can you use the leaf litter for fuel? Because that would at least allow it to be useful for something besides being pretty. We'll see. Oh wow, yeah, they're having a party over here. And this is what a dark forest is like, they find some shade, They hang out in it. And then they conspire to have your beautiful forest blown open by people or creepers unknown. Very sad. Man, copper armor is so good, though. I mean, it isn't. It's nearly broken, but it's good. We can just find some more copper, after all. It's readily available. I mean, I don't have any to spare. I left it all in some other box. What are you going to do, right? Alright. If we end now, we can break up the day into more acceptable chunks. I didn't cut down any trees. Alright. Now we're going to actually cut down a tree. I'm like, what am I even doing here? It's like we want to leave the birch and the oak because they break up the balance of the dark forest nicely. Maybe that's another one of the things that it did, that the biomes did, is put more varying trees within it, which is very nice. It's like we gotta find a tree to cut down that's not going to inhibit things. All right, why don't we just leave it hanging in the air, you know, like a barbarian? Oh no. And the axe is broken. No, the axe is not broken. An axe was broken. Alright, we just need to get, like, some wood here, right? Because wood we can also turn into charcoal. Wood's a mini splendored thing. All you need is wood. Wood is all you need. Alright, plenty of wood. Good. Now, responsible husbandry of the forest would have us replanting a tree, but it'll be okay right now if we don't. Plenty of trees on the island, after all. Speaking of, we need to go and bone meal that cherry tree or something that's not wanting to grow. I don't know how close we have to be to simulate the world growing around us, but it's certainly not growing with us not standing there. And we have to have the cherry tree. That's like the trademark, right? Whoops. The leaf litter does burn. It burns up very quickly, which makes sense because it's just like crummy little fuel, but it gives us a reason to not throw it away, right? Use the leaf litter to burn your charcoal up, and then before you know it, all right. Charcoal there and there. Here we'll just cook some beef. Alright, wonderful. Great, and in all other ways, vaguely good. Bones, 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 bones. Bones, 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 bones. Bones. There's a Mountain Goat song. I'm like, what's the exact title? The Ultimate Jedi Who Wastes All the Other Jedi and Eats Their Bones is the name of the song. But it's a wonderful Mountain Goat song, one of the best ones. And of course, bones, 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 bones. The ultimate Jedi, who wastes all the other Jedi, has eaten up all their bones. All their bones, 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 bones. And then, like, the second verse is, like, specifically just their bones. All the soft parts you can keep. Anyway, it's a great song. It's a great song. And he wrote it, like, before the new ones came out, I think. But it's good stuff. So if you listen to that song by the Mountain Goats, you know, enjoy it. It's a real treat. But speaking of treats, this treat is almost over. That cherry tree is an underwhelming cherry tree. We want a better cherry tree. We deserve a better class of cherry tree. We're gonna cut that one down and plant a different one. You want a three-pronged cherry tree, right? You want your thing in the middle. A trident. We use the 3 dimensions too well for them. We do not get a trident. I'm under attack? What? Interesting. Alright, and there we get enough cherry trees, enough cherry saplings to make even more. There's some dolphins there, a little island of the blue dolphins going on. Man, I love that book. Alright. Alrighty. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed. And that'll do it for this episode of Minecraft. See you guys later, perhaps. Bye, Limtrix. Bye, Mendicman. Bear, you're probably not in here anymore. Layla, if you're around. Chong, if you're around. I appreciate all y'all hanging out. And maybe I'll see you in a later stream or video. I'll be around later on today. I got rid of my shift this morning, which is why I'm here right now and not at work. It feels good, but I'm gonna go and eat some pizza rolls or maybe a hot pocket. You know, maybe 2 of them. Maybe some burritos. Maybe some ramen. The world is full of possibilities, and I'm gonna exhaust only a couple of them in my search for lunch. But see you guys.